Hello, I'm Toycat, and today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 amazing survival spawns in Minecraft 1.18. This pillager outpost that you spawn on top of inside of a brand new mountain is just the 10th best seed. There are 9 others, including spawning directly on a ship, spawning on top of the world, spawning inside of a cave with a jungle temple, and all other sorts of weird broken things are seeds I'm going to be sharing with you today that have been found from scratch specifically for this video. There are some seeds in here which changed my entire conception of the 1.18 update, and so make sure you stay around to see those. But for now, let's explain the 10th best seed spawning on a pillager outpost. This is truly incredible for a few reasons. I think the biggest one being that you can die within a few seconds of spawn if you really want to, but the other one is that you can have a crossbow almost immediately if you're willing to brave the fight of 5 or 6 pillagers with only your fist. It's not a smart thing to do, I'm just saying it's a thing you can technically do. And so yeah, having this be something at spawn is kind of nice. However, you spawn in a valley surrounded by mountains, and so it's a bit annoying to get out of here. It's a challenge that comes along with the good, but if you don't want the challenge, maybe instead what you'd prefer. So this spawn seems pretty good just looking at it. I mean, as you can see, you spawn at 214 on the y-axis, which means that you look this far above the rest of the world. But what makes this particularly cool is this is the new Mesa Biome. Mesa Biomes are now one of the most mountainous seeming biomes that exists in Minecraft, and although this is definitely not meant to happen with some snow mixed in there, it is really shocking to see. Even more shocking in my opinion is the fact that this right here is not just a Mesa Biome leading into a, again, it looks like a snowy slopes of some form, but then right below that snowy slopes is an exposed dripstone cave biome. Why, what, how? I don't know the answer to any of those questions. I just know that you can have dripstone as the very first item in this world. Otherwise, this is obviously a great seed to find gold in because Mesa Biomes spawn more gold than anywhere else, and there is so much Mesa Biome going on right here, and yeah, there's just so much weird terrain generation that doesn't make any sense. Why is it snowy in the dripstone caves? I guess because they have their own, you know, like definition of where snow should fall. It's strange stuff, but yeah, if you ever wanted to see something like this, now you can. I actually really like this as a challenge seed if you want to have big mountains. Seriously, look how high these things go. The day I learned that there's a faster way to commit suicide, just make sure you're full on a pointed dripstone. But you know what's better than any of this and the incredibleness that comes with spawning 200 something blocks in the sky? I can tell you what. This seed right here, where you spawn inside some flowing water inside a cave. We'll ignore the slime spawn for now, because I have some built-up rage and anger towards them, and instead we'll focus on the fact that, yeah, this is an interesting cave. Before I show you this seed, because, my god, how is there a jungle temple in here? I do want to quickly just take this moment to mention, did you know you can subscribe with notifications turned on to see more of these videos, because going through interesting 1.18 seeds is something I love to do. It's something Cracked Magnet loves to do, which is how we find so many of these weird bursts. I mean, Cracked Magnet is a seed lord. He has worked out the way that Minecraft Bedrock seeds generate so that he can find things that should be near impossible like this, and can, again, find a seed that actually spawns like this inside of a cave where, again, the first items you can grab on this seed don't just have to be limited to fun things, like if you really want some gold or you want things like that, you can get it, but you could have an arrow or a dispenser or some string, or do you know what's better than all those things? That's right, rotten flesh. You can eat rotten flesh and bones and string and arrows as your first few items. I don't know why I can't grab all the bones. Okay, there we go. Don't lie to me, this is the dream inventory right here. Having all of the mob drops and then some redstone dust while you fight slimes to the death. Again, this is an incredible seed in terms of the odds of this happening are nuts. I think in terms of actual survival usefulness, it's going to be a lot less than the other ones. But again, spawning inside of a cave is just too good to pass up, which is why I wanted to share with you the next best seed. Because seed number 7 here is one that really pushes the boundaries and kind of combines seed number 8 and 9 from this list. This is a mountain that clearly wanted to generate higher but couldn't. Interesting enough by itself. It creates some very weird alien looking terrain. Look at this. This doesn't seem like it should exist, yet it does. Look at all the iron, look at all the coal you can find. Again, you can have an anvil within seconds on a seed like this, which is nice given how hard iron can feel like it is to find in this update. But you know what's better than that? This isn't just any mountain. This is a mountain that generates with a huge dripstone cave biome going through it. This is something that happens fairly often. Finding caves in mountains isn't abnormal, but this is a cave in a very tall mountain, which means that you have, as you can see see right here, a dripstone cave, a cave biome by every definition of the world, but a cave biome that has clouds going through it. A lot of this dripstone, you know, a good 30, 40 blocks of it, are actually above the cloud height. Right now, we're inside a new cave biome, and yet there are the clouds over there. This makes no sense, and yet it is. Okay, well, it's a good thing we spawned here, huh? To me, this seed represents the best of caves and cliffs. This isn't a caves or cliffs update, this is a caves and cliffs update, and this is the highest cave of any real decent size that you're gonna be finding anytime too soon. And so yeah, take full advantage of it, or just jump all the way to the bottom and use it like a regular cave. It's gonna kill me to do this, quite literally, but look how low down and steep this cave goes. Oh, it didn't kill me because of a weird bug. That's handy. Well, yeah, you can get down here really easily if you're willing to gamble on your life, and why wouldn't you? That's why. So this is a seed right here that when you... I love this spawn location. I cannot get over it. You respawn, it spawns you in some water. The water will eventually... Oh, right here, it's pushed me into a safe little space. How convenient. But the water, with very few exceptions, will push you straight into lava, and you are this far above bedrock. Do you see that? You are so close to being at the very bottom of the world, and you spawn in this, a very large hole in a desert. So if we ignore the two colors of water, which we're gonna have to do for now, let's just mention why this is an incredible seed that's worth the fact that it almost tries to kill you every time you or any of your friends spawn in. It's because you spawn this far deep inside of a brand new cave. Seriously, this is such a deep cave. It goes all the way up to the surface layer, down here to bedrock. It's almost as tall as a cave can physically get. I say almost as because of what's coming up later on this video, but it is really an incredible experience. If you want to have that cave exploration kind of vibe, this is what Minecraft would be like if the overworld was made from cave biomes. This is what you're going to get. It's truly an interesting experience. And as someone who loved the 404 challenge, and as someone who has just always found caves to be one of the most interesting bits of Minecraft, this is inspiring me so much. I want to do like a cave-only survival series, and I feel like this cave gives you the vibes that you need for that so perfectly. Look at all the lava. It's all single water lava blocks here, by the way, flowing down and just making so much as it goes. Also, you can spawn this close to diamonds and this close to diamonds. Let's get those diamonds, shall we? Let's make this happen. There we go. As you can see, okay, no diamonds yet. I got a cobblestone though, so a cobble deep slate even. That's nice. Okay, this time I'm definitely gonna get myself some diamonds. Just look at this. No, you gotta explode. You gotta explode. Come on, creeper. There we go. Oh, wow, that actually worked. Okay, I thought there had to be something that would stop that from happening. But no, as you can see, I really did manage to get diamonds and the corresponding experience, it seems, before I got wood. So, no wooden pickaxes, stone pickaxes, iron pickaxes, me. I'm jumping straight to the diamond one. That is incredible. You know, that has done the rest of encouraging me to do this, because you know, if we don't leave this cave, how would we find wood? You might ask. Find out on some future series I may or may not make. I'm so good at self-advertising, just like how I can tell you that this is the 6th best seed, so there must be 5 better, right? Well, let me show you one that really gets to me. Because I love the idea of doing a cave-only survival, but one of the classic ideas that has gone on far longer than this update is the idea of doing kind of like a skyblock. And imagine if Minecraft spawned you with that very circumstance. Here you can see you are on an island. I would prove to you by jumping off it, but take my word for it that this is an island that gives you 1 tree, or 2 trees I should say, and then you have to work out the rest for yourself. It's a really cool spawn place to have people jump in. I mean, the one downside is they can just jump off into the water, but if you want to avoid that, you can just get rid of the water, cover it in lava or something. You know, you can work out solutions to that, and then you can have people spawn trapped on an island that they can never get down from. Because get this, if you try without, again, jumping off to your death, you can never place blocks below a block that you're currently standing on, which means that no matter how many handy-dandy dirt blocks I have, I can never get below, say, this block that I'm on right now. I mean, I can obviously get down to this one, but I can then never place a block below this. There just isn't a way to do so, and so you can trap people on an island if you really want to. Do you really want to? I mean, that's up to you, I guess. But I just want to say, that is a cool spawn location, and you should take full advantage of it. solely for the reason that it's interesting looking. Honestly, it's funny, Skyblock used to be the #1 most requested seed back in the console edition days, but I think nowadays, even though this is a great seed and a lot of people are going to get value from it, it's just nowhere near as much because you can just play a Skyblock map that gives you everything you need, that is kind of perfectly rounded around the edges, or one block Skyblock even, but it doesn't mean this was nothing, right? It doesn't mean this was nothing. So the 4th best seed is another one of these that you're going to have to watch Minecraft physically load me into because you might have questions otherwise. Type in this seed to any Minecraft Bedrock platform. Java and Bedrock are perfectly at seed parity in terms of the terrain, but not in terms of the actual natural structures. So any Minecraft Bedrock platform will spawn you directly above this hut, which means you break 1 block down, and here you go, you're poisoned already. Isn't that nice? I love this situation right here. This is everything I've ever wanted from a spawn location. And because she has, these potions of health, she can actually instantly murder you if you're not careful. But if you are careful, you can end up with sugar and some gunpowder. Isn't that nice? We can craft that immediately into a spruce button. Yeah, we are living the dream right now. Yeah, this is obviously a... Don't worry about me, cat. We're friends. We're good. We're good. It's all good. It's all okay. But yeah, this is honestly, if you look at this, this is not only a very weird spawn because you spawn on top of a structure, but also it's a weird spawn because of the fact that it's barely inside of a swamp. I mean, technically these waters are swamp waters, but it feels much more like a desert swamp. And so yeah, Swamp Temple, isn't this beautiful? I can't imagine what would be better than spawning on top of a swamp temple, right? There's no way anything could be better. I'm just kidding. You literally spawn in a desert temple on this seed. This is a 1 in a million chance. Minecraft has to directly decide your spawn location to be a block, and then a desert temple has to generate fully around it because you'll always spawn on the highest non-transparent block, which means that any other block around here and you spawn on the desert temple, which would still be impressive and incredibly rare, 1 in 100,000, but then spawning directly inside of this thing, yes, that is something on a whole other level. It's also pretty weird when you look outside that this desert temple that you spawn in, /on, whatever, is actually also inside of a village. This is the seed for people who just want everything handed to them. And, you know, we can criticize that and say, nah, we don't really want that at all. But of course you want that. Of course you just want sometimes to load in and have like a bonus chest, but better than a bonus chest, because a bonus chest won't give you this much food. A bonus chest won't give you 5 iron, 3 to 5 iron for killing the iron golem. And you know what else a bonus chest won't give you? It's gonna blow your mind when you see it. Not just 1, but 2 of Minecraft's most OP structure, the desert well. There's 2 of these right next to spawn. It's incredible. It's nuts. There's also a mesa biome just over there, a jungle biome. And in general, I feel like this is the sort of spawn that a lot of people want. If you want to ignore the goodies yourself and give it to, you know, people who load into your world, give them a little gift. If you want to just hop down in some caves in a ravine and a lush caves over there, you know, feel free to do that. But the point here is that this is a really solid spawn, and I am personally fond of it. So do you remember how earlier we were impressed that there was a cave going all the way down from the surface, down of course to the bottom of the world, 128 blocks? Today I have something I would like to show you that might impress you a bit more. It doesn't involve falling through snowier snow, which is always a tragedy. But if you look right here, you can see... Okay, well, you can't see anything because I'm dead. Okay, this time I think I got it. I'm gonna fall into this snowier snow. Oh god, it's still not gonna work, right? Okay, we survived, just barely. This, my friends, is a 210 block tall cave in Minecraft. This was physically not possible, let alone terrain-based possible, before this update. I cannot get over looking at the scale of this thing. It goes from all the way up here in the cliffs of Minecraft. Wow, isn't this nice? It probably goes very close to cloud height here too. But then it goes all the way down to why mine, you know, honestly, just looking at it isn't enough. It's so tall that it's hard to get a scale for how deep it is. So I'll make an exception and hop into creative for this video that's meant to be about spawns that you can obviously utilize in survival. And let me show you what that looks like. It is so high that this looks like, to use the words, the forbidden words, this looks like a mod, right? This looks like the water literally doesn't know it can generate this low down. We're reaching the limits of what Minecraft terrain is supposed to do in 1.18. This is the stuff that would take months or years to find before. And here we've found it days into Minecraft 1.18. This is so unbelievably staggering, and I can't you know, like, even probably wrap my head around the size of the internals of this. I mean, obviously this cave then goes into other caves and aquifers and hits the outside world and inside world and goes through. Honestly, you could spend, you know, like weeks exploring the depths of this cave, and, you know, those would be some fun weeks. They'd involve some creeper explosions, and they'd involve everything else. Hopefully it'd involve a lot of Infinite Amethyst, one of my favorite new tracks. But the fact that you can find a cave where being 30, 40 blocks tall is the short part, where you're like, oh my god, look how small this cave is when you go down this branch, is something that is just next level to me. This is, again, because of Cracked Magnet's ability to find my request of the tallest cave we humanly could in Minecraft, this is beyond what you can imagine when you're thinking of new Minecraft caves. This is what I was hoping for when we saw that, again, they had different cave variations. This isn't a medium cave, this isn't a large cave, it's not even an extra large cave, this is a gargantuan thing. We're running into the edge of the render distance for those dripstones over there, because they didn't expect we could see so much from so far away. But welcome to Minecraft. Also, welcome to this, this pillar of blocks in the middle. I think it's just like a very thin pillar that goes in and out, but it looks strange. If you want, you can sit in the middle here and truly appreciate all 6 sides of it. But, of course, there's something I find better because of the nature of top 10s, and this is going to seem dumb by comparison, so let me explain. Shipwrecks are meant to be a thing you find at the bottom of oceans. Sometimes they crash into land, that's a bug that they just decided to keep, but a brand new bug we don't know if they will keep forever, but is absolutely hilarious, is this. Sometimes in 1.18, you can find shipwrecks that are fully put together and actually floating on the ocean, just like this. As you can see, it's not touching, even though there is land below it, it's not touching that land. This is a fully floating boat, and you spawn on the boat. You could live your life on this boat entirely, and nothing can or will or should stop you from doing so. And it's even better than that, right? Because if we go into this boat, we shouldn't be doing this from underneath. Honestly, yeah, let's drown ourselves. That's so much easier. This is, of course, what I meant by drown myself. But as you can see, if we go down to the deck, it's not only just a shipwreck, but we do have a chest which has papers, so that's okay, I guess. But you get a treasure map which points you just towards the nearest body of land. This is such a cool seed that will give you such a different experience than, if we're being honest, was ever even intended by Minecraft developers. And this is why I love seeds, because they give you just this jumping up opportunity of like, yeah, go do the treasure map, then work it out from there. Do you want to build this ship up to full capacity? Do you want to go over to the Mushroom Island over there? There's a huge one. Do you want to just start a base in the middle of an ocean surrounded by nothing? There are so many possibilities that you have, and that is why this seed is one of my favorites. It utilizes something that I'm not sure will exist for too long. The epic tool caves will be something we remember forever. And again, I do intend to do a series playing around with those, but sometimes you find things like this that are just so much more, and that's why I had to share these seeds with you today. Also, just as a fun fact. You might have noticed earlier that there were these mossy cobblestone blocks. It's actually a boulder from the nearby land, because obviously mega taiga biomes or old growth taiga biomes are meant to have boulders around them made from the very same mossy cobblestone. For some reason, those are generating out into the ocean, and they're creating some very weird circumstances. Oh my god, the seat's even cooler than I thought. Whoa. Oh my gosh. So yeah, if you want a seed with a little spice to it. How did one of these generate down here? I think there might be something broken. But yeah, if you want to experience something quirky, wacky, then maybe this is the seed for you. There's diamond ores exposed down here. Not even the deep state type. There's a mossy cave, but like underwater. This is a lot for someone to deal with. This has been the top 10 Minecraft 1.18 spawn seeds we've found so far. Spawns that should hopefully encourage you to go out there, start a new survival world, do something weird and wacky, because obviously 1.18 is the update a lot of people wanted to do that in, and finding the right seed is hard. I hope this has made your choice a little bit easier, and I also hope that you choose to like this video or do something to help out the algorithm like that. And if you want to see more of these, including more amazing 1.18 seeds found by myself and Cracked Magnet, then you can subscribe with those notifications turned on to see more of this spectacular content, because it is truly a shock to me. I hope it's been as much of a shock to you, and I hope that I see you all in the next one. Goodbye.